Fright Nights West Virginia is opening for Valentine's Day with a brand new immersive experience that blends horror, live theater, and a themed bar crawl. That's coming up on today's show. Welcome to the show. I'm Philip. On the Haunted Attraction Network show, we bring you the news and stories you need to prepare for Halloween. This podcast is just one part of what we do. You can find our videos, articles, and our free weekly newsletter linked in the show notes. It's almost February, and that means more and more haunted attractions are experimenting with off-season events, especially around Valentine's Day. And one of the most ambitious this year comes from Fright Nights West Virginia, who is debuting Final Cut Till Death, a limited-run Valentine's-themed horror experience, with a bar crawl. In this interview, I'm joined by Ashley Long, creative director at Final Cuts West Virginia. We talk through how Final Cut works, why guests are placed directly inside the story, how the kill sticker mechanic changes everything, and why this event is designed to be part date night, part horror film, and part live theater. All right, here's Ashley.
I'm Ashley Long, and I'm the creative director at Fright Nights West Virginia.
It's almost February, and that means that a lot of haunts are opening for Valentine's Day. And that's why I want to talk to you, because you are opening your haunt for Valentine's Day. And I was reading through what you were doing, and I was like, this sounds so cool, because not only is it like an interactive experience, but it's themed for Valentine's Day, and also there's alcohol involved, which people love.
Yes. Yeah, it's our first time doing a Valentine's Day experience, but this year there's actually a Friday the 13th in February. So we thought it's probably a good year to start.
Can you walk us through the different elements of the experience?
We are doing a Final Cut, a Fright Nights Final Cut, which is something we started doing last summer, which is an interactive experience. You walk through our haunted house and you're trying to survive. There are actors on the inside and they're loaded up with these stickers. If they tag you with a sticker, it means that you have died in this scene. So it's kind of movie based. In the summer, we did Friday the 13th. So it was very heavily a Jason theme. But this year, for our Final Cut, our Valentine's Day weekend is called Till Death. And we are taking you through different Valentine's Day movies or scenarios. So our first one you're going to walk through is called Voyage of the Damned. And it is Dracula's brides are being shipped over in our ship and have crash landed on an island. And now you're walking through and there are vampire brides out to get you. They're going to be a little sexy, but fierce and scary at the same time. And if they get too close, they can tag you. If you get tagged, your experience doesn't stop. It just means you died in that scene. And now you can continue to the next scene to see if you'll make it there, which will be our Killer Cupids scene. And there's going to be little cherubs running around trying to get you. And then we're going to go into Love Shack, which is our cabin in the woods experience, but it's going to be very romance-based, a little heart eyes theming going along there. So there'll be a killer inside there to get you. And then our last one is called My Bloody Valentine, where you try to survive a scenario there where there is killers on the loose trying to get you.
I love those themes.
We've never actually done vampires at Fright Nights in our 16, 17 years of operation. So we're going to have a lot of fun with it.
So you mentioned that you also did this for a previous version. What is it that you noticed about the last time that made you want to keep doing this?
It's because it's different. I don't want to burn out our community with haunted house after haunted house. It's more than a haunted house. It's, even if you don't like haunted houses, this is still fun to come to because of the interactive entertainment element. And we did Final Cut in the summer for Friday the 13th. We also did it for Halloween night. And both were very successful, and we had a great feedback from our customers. They absolutely loved it. They're like, do more of these. So that's what we're going to do, except we are adding the crawl, the Cupid's crawl, onto this. And we have been doing a bar crawl for, I think, 4 years for our Christmas haunt. And this past year, we were sold out way in advance for the Krampus crawl. It's a very limited experience. I only have so much alcohol that I've purchased to give out to you guys. So I was like, you know what? Let's merge the success of Final Cut with our crawl event and put it together and try something brand new for Valentine's Day weekend.
Tell me more about the logistics of how the Cupid's crawl works.
Okay, so they are 3 hidden bars within our attraction.
Hmm.
And when you arrive, you get a lanyard that says Cupid's Crawl that you get to keep. And that way, our actors can see outwardly if you have purchased a Cupid's Crawl. And as you walk through the haunt, there are secret doors that our general admission customers walk right past. But if you're wearing that lanyard, we have an actor there that will open up a secret door for you to go in. Our bars for the Cupid's Crawl, the first one is called Love Bites, and it's a vampire themed bar.
Hmm.
You are going to get a drink, a 5-ounce drink there, plus a treat. So we're going to pair each drink with a Valentine's Day treat that goes with the drink, of course. Our
That's good.
second bar, oh yeah, I'm very excited about that. I think a lot of people are excited. And it also brings that date night element into it. So instead of
Yes.
going out for dinner and a cocktail, it's come to us. We're going to have treats and drinks. So our other bar is a Parisian themed bar called Cafe de l'Amour, and it like Cafe of Love. It's romance, it's Paris, it's the Eiffel Tower. It's going to be, when you think of Valentine's Day or romance, you think of Paris. So we have a Parisian bartender who's going to serve you a French martini as well as another pairing. I don't know what our dessert is for there yet. We're still working on that part. And that's just going to be a lot of fun. And then our third bar is called Cupid's Cloud. And you're going to walk into what you think is an elevator, but you're up in the clouds with Cupid, who's a little crass. And you're going to get a drink there and a treat pairing.
I really like the idea of the treat pairing too, Bryce.
Right. And the Cupid's Crawl, I do think it will sell out. People are already buying their tickets, and we're blown away with the response from our fans and community. But it's so much more than just going and having drinks or a bar crawl. Like when you go inside these themed areas and the actor, the bartender is interacting with you, it heightens the experience so much more.
When are you doing these and how many nights and how much is everything?
Yeah, so we're doing it on Valentine's weekend, Friday the 13th and Saturday the 14th from 7 to 10 o'clock at night. We do time ticketing. So we sell you every 30 minutes there tickets held for you. And it is $30 for the general admission or $60 for the Cupid's Crawl.
Tell me a little bit about opening in the off season. How are you making that calculus? And is it because of the crawl element where you're adding food and beverage so it helps with your per cap, or how are you thinking about it?
Honestly, we've put off doing a Valentine's Day haunt for years. We've
Yep.
talked about it. And our biggest challenge with producing an event like this is weather, because we are in West Virginia. There's snow on the ground. I think it's 20 degrees outside right now. So it's even our Christmas haunt. One day was 50 degrees, which was amazing. The other day was 20 degrees. And we had to ask everybody to bring us some propane and heaters and try to keep our actors warm. But that is the only challenge I have. Where we are a little bit different is our haunt is set in the middle of a resort. So I work
Mm.
for the Resort at Glade Springs. I'm the creative director here. And Valentine's Day weekend is already a huge weekend for us because we are right next to a ski resort. So we have ski guests
Mm.
coming in. And so I'm trying to lean into that a little bit. These people that are coming from the southern states coming up to ski, maybe have never done Fright Nights before, but now is I can market to them and get them to come out and do our Valentine's Day event. Plus, we're offering a 2-night stay. So what better
Mm.
for Valentine's Day weekend? You can buy a final cut package and stay here for 2 nights, do our event and do the Cupid's Crawl, have fun. But we also have restaurants where you can go have a romantic dinner. We have a spa, we have an indoor pool and hot tub, and all kinds of amenities here at the resort that couples or friends, it doesn't have to be a couple, but people coming out can take advantage of. So I'm really lucky to have that part. But with it just seems like our off-season events, they just grow a little bit each time.
Mm.
And honestly, we put on a really great show and we put a lot into it. For our Christmas show, we don't just throw Christmas lights up in the scenes. Every character changes, the props change. We'll take down all these air props and replace them with Christmas air props. And a lot of people don't go through that effort, but we do. And I think that our customers see that and they return.
If I'm going to kind of summarize it, it's like there's a big opportunity there for you because of the foot traffic that's already near your location. So you're like
Yes.
seeing that opportunity and you're like, there's already all these people coming here. And then from the resort standpoint, then what you're saying is it's actually that this is like an upsell for the resort. Like it's an upsell
Correct.
activity.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. So for the resort, on the resort mind, you're like, we can do this thing and it's an upsell. On the haunt mind, people are already going to be here. There's a way for you to capture some of them in. And then, but I think you're also saying, even with all of those elements, you're going to sell tickets no matter what because there's people here, but it still can't be bad. Otherwise, it'll ruin the reputation. So you have to put the effort into it.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Today's episode was edited by me, Philip Hernandez, with post-production by David Swope and original music composed by Chris Thomas. Support for today's episode comes from Gantom Lighting and Controls. Gantom illuminates attractions worldwide with the world's smallest intelligent spotlights. From Dark Hour to Netherworld, Super Mario Land to Hagrid's Bike, Gantom goes where other fixtures can't. See what you're missing with a free demo? Sign up at gantom.com/demo. That's gantom.com/demo. The HAN team includes Daryl Plunkey, Emily Louise Rua, Megan Spells, Gavin Burns, and Omni Adventures. Until next time, stay scary.
This is a Haunted Attraction Network production.